And welcome to News 2 at 3. I'm Kendall Ashman. We start with a breaking news alert. Any minute now, ICE agents could be taking Kilmar Abrego Garcia into custody in Nashville after a judge decided to set him free in another case. Garcia has been at the center of national controversy after he was mistakenly deported from Maryland to El Salvador. The feds flew him back to Nashville earlier this month to face federal charges tied to a traffic stop in Putnam County back in 2022. Prosecutors claim he's an MS-13 gang member who was smuggling people in the country illegally through Tennessee. Now, a federal judge ordered Garcia's release from custody before he goes to trial after criticizing the government's evidence. News 2's Sam Clementi just stepped out of the hearing and has more from his release. Sam, what can you tell us?
Yes, Kendall. Let me start out by saying that we are set up in the media overflow room. That allows us to use our cell phones, be on our computers, and then we watch the court proceedings happening 2 floors below on a video Zoom call. The issue today, unlike a couple weeks ago when we were last here, is the audio was not very clear. It was jumbled. We made a note of it. They said they couldn't do anything about it, that it was on the people in the courtroom to speak into the microphones, which was not an issue previously. But all that to say, we tried to pick up as much as we could from the judge. So here's what we do know. Neither side had new evidence to bring forth to the judge. The government has already filed a motion for appeal to the judge's decision here. And now this is what we did hear from Judge Barbara Holmes. Abrego Garcia is going to be released on his own recognizance, which means there is no bail set. All of these stipulations are in the effect that ICE does release him. So everything I'm about to say about these conditions only take effect if he is released from ICE custody. So no bail set. He needs to have or seek employment. He must have a specific permanent address. He cannot travel to anywhere outside of Middle Tennessee or Maryland. He needs to return his passport if he does have one. We were unable to hear whether or not he actually has a passport. He must go through pretrial services like anger management, counseling, and drug testing. Judge Holmes warned of being around guns or drinking, as that might look bad, of course, before a trial. He's also required to have location monitoring, and he has home detention and restrictions, and any contact he has with law enforcement must be reported. So those are some of the key conditions laid out by Judge Holmes. All of that only comes into play if ICE does release him. Now, what we're waiting on now is for this to end, which we're expecting it to any moment, but then also that confirmation that he is indeed taken into ICE custody. And whether we will actually see that happen, which I don't think we will. I think that will happen behind closed doors or in the back where we are not currently standing, where we can see it. But we're waiting for confirmation that he is indeed going to be released into ICE custody, which is still the expectation. We'll have more, though, from outside the courtroom here coming up at 4. Kendall?